One of the lamps attack. For the gloves, you have to do stuff.
Alright, so there's the weapon proc. It's 40, it's so much.
It's
It's actually insane.
The glove looks one enough.
What the fuck, dude? His weapon almost out-healed his Death Strike. His gloves. This is gloves, chat. This is weapon, 100k. Gloves, 56k. Trinket, 46k. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And then this was my trinket, chat.
What's up, you guys? Claak here, out with another video, and today's video is a little bit more kind of a sad video, at least for me, because ever since yesterday when they released a new raid and the new patch, all the items in that raid are pretty much best in slot. So it seems like yet again Blizzard add a lot of things into the game without thinking much about the PvP players and how it's going to affect us. And I think that's a pretty big deal, because I think the real end game of WoW, and I've always said this, is PvP. Even if you look at Asmongold, he's pretty much stopped streaming because he can't stand the game, but he still does one thing. And what is that one thing he still does? He pushes arena. Competitiveness in a game is huge. So doing arena is the competitiveness in the game. So if Blizzard could please stop adding OP items into the game and actually focus on the class development and add some classes, add some spells to the classes again, instead of just pruning and pruning and pruning and pruning. It's very sad to see the state that the game is in. There's so many things that they could do right off the bat, just that would change completely everything. And they could all do it. They have it in their power. But again, this is a very depressing thing to me, because like I tried making my career and my stream around WoW, and it's very sad to see them to continue make the same mistakes over and over and over again. I don't even understand how they could even add these items in when they saw the backlash of even the tanking trinkets that everyone was running, or even the maledict trinkets. When they added that in and it was undispellable, it was still like a huge deal. And then they nerfed it and made it dispellable, but it's still a big thing. Now, could you imagine if they didn't make that change? Honestly, I kind of wish they would just altogether just throw it out and, just decide to spend some time on actual classes. So I think Blizzard's biggest fault when it comes to the game PvP is that they focus purely on PvE. So when they need to make a class change, instead of like actually looking into the class and see what's wrong, they look at the damage meter and they see how well they do in PvE. And if a class isn't doing so well as much as another class is doing, guess what? That class might get buffed, and that buff is going to infect them into PvP, and it's going to pretty much just mess with everything. So if I can say one thing to the PvP developers, that if they even watch this, is please take out those items and not allow them to be used in PvP. I mean, obviously you can keep them for PvE, I don't really care, but for my side of the sake, it kind of completely destroys it. It makes it not fun and unrewarding. Even if you do get the item, it's unrewarding, because all you're doing is getting it so you can compete with other OP classes. And again, there's some classes that still just suck, like Affliction Warlock. They've been really crappy since the beginning of this expansion. And Affliction Warlocks have not been touched. Why? Because they do okay in PvE, and it's very sickening. I wish there would be some kind of more focus onto the actual development of the class. They've shown they have the power to do it. They've shown they're able to change things, like we have PvP talents. Why can't they even add any more? Like what they have right now, they don't have to keep that. Why are we only allowed to have like 3 PvP talents? Why can't we have 5 or 10 or as many as they see fit? Why does it have to be 3? I just don't understand why it feels like they constrain themselves to such a ridiculous thing that they have created, that again they could just simply take it out. Again, guys, I kind of just wanted to make this quick video because it's very hard for me to want to stream WoW, especially after that patch. Like, I'm very unmotivated to play this game competitively, because again, as a PvPer, as a decently high ranking player, all I see that matters to WoW and to be able to compete is play the right class. I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers, but play the right class and have the correct gear. If you have that, you'll succeed really well. even if you don't know what you're doing. But if you have that, you'll do good. Again, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Hope you guys have a great day and get out there and pwn some noobs.